So sit on your buttock bones, pull them, take them away from the perineum, from the center, and lift the tailbone and anal mouth so they would not touch the floor, and bring the palms in front of your chest. Open the collarbones area, armpits area, so you feel the ventilation when you are breathing in. Inhalation should pass freely from the nostrils to the trachea, from the trachea to the bronchus. But also feel that you are inhaling to the back. It should be a back breath or back breathing, as well as front breathing. Usually we breathe to the front more than to the back. So now you have to breathe to the back and to the front equally. נשמו אל הגב ואל החזית באופן שווה. העברור צריך להיות על ידי הפתיחה של עצמות הבריח לצדדים, ואת בתי השחי גלגלו קדימה. So feel that you have two semicircular movements. The shoulders should create semicircle from the front to the back. הכתפיים יוצרות חצי מעגל מהחלק הקדמי אל האחורי, ובתי השחי יוצרות חצי מעגל מהחלק האחורי אל הקדמי. The armpit should create semicircle from the back to the front. And they are not matching. The semicircle of the armpits should move forward comparing to the semicircle of the shoulders. יש שם שני חצאי מעגלים, אבל המעגל התחתון של בתי השחי צריך להיות לפני המעגל של הכתפיים. הם לא תואמים, הם לא יוצרים מעגל שלם, הם נשארים בגדר שני חצאי מעגלים. Make the waistline long by taking the bottom ribs away from the abdomen. And again, soften the abdomen. Don't push the abdomen forward, but keep the abdomen parallel to the back. And lift the spine from the bottom, from the coccyx. Eyes back and the side down. גלגלי העיניים אחורה והמבט למטה. Look toward your heart and lift the heart toward the head. Release the brain toward the heart. So everything should be conjust at the chest, at the center of the chest. This is the meeting point for the brain, for the eyes, and for the breath. Yogena chitasya padena vacham malam sharirasya chavaidyakeina yopakautam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi Abau Pushakaram Shankachakra Siddharinam Sahasra Shirasam Shwetam Pranamami Patanjalim Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshvaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Hari Om. נשבו והרכינו ראש. שחררו את הידיים אל הירכיים, פיקחו עיניים, lift the head up slowly, keep the chest nicely lifted and the thoracic spine in. So imagine if you were a dolphin, you would have a back snapper. So that back snapper is at the thoracic spine. And thoracic spine should be well connected to the chest. So don't show your snapper because you don't have one. Okay? אל תראו את הסנפיר הגבי שלכם, אלא תרגישו מאיפה באבולוציה המוקדמת הוא צמח. Take it in and lift the chest. Now slowly open your eyes and come forward. בואו קדימה, few words. I know you are very enthusiastic for practice, but sometimes we have to stop and to ask ourselves why we are practicing. בואו קדימה. No, come forward. Those people in Haifa or in Portugal are closer to me more than those who are here. So come closer. Let's sit together. So the second chapter of the Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, okay, he says that the Kriya Yoga, the practical yoga is Tapaha, Shwadhyaya, and Ishvara Pranidhani. Okay? Tapaha, Shwadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhani. And then right away he's talking about the Samadhi. Samadhi is the only way to get over the clashes, the obstacles, or we call afflictions. The causes of sorrow, of pain, which each of us have. He says on the previous, or the next sutra 2.4. 2.3 is about the kleshas. Okay, 2.4, he says that the kleshas, avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha, are in a different state. There are 4 states for each klesha. All of us have it, okay? Don't think, klesha, yes, my friend have a very strong kleshas. All of us have those kleshas. It's human, the nature of each human, okay? We have limbs, we have organs, we have senses, we have kleshas. So the 4 states are The first is dormant, sleepy, yashen, redumim, okay, which is prasupta, prasupta. Then we can have it in a very delicate, or sometimes we have it, okay? Sometimes we desire for something, sometimes we can become angry and go outside, and then we come back to our reserved, to the center. And this is called tanu. Tanu is attenuated. This is what Guruji said. Attenuated, mukhlash, delicate. And then we have vichina. Vichina is coming and going, interrupted. Sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't have it. And the strong, the intense state is udaranam. Udaranam is like a volcano, okay? When we explode with something. Okay, so these are the 4 states of klesha. And the first klesha is avidya. Avidya is a lack of spiritual knowledge, and it's the container of all the other 4. Okay, so if we observe and we look on the avidya aspect, avidya, state, then we can control all the other. Okay, and he says sadhana is for us to control avidya. Okay, avidya, he summarized, is when we confuse the acholef. Temporary. Okay, it's in 2.5. Anitya asuchi dukkha anatamasu nitya suchi sukatma kiyati avidya. Okay, atma kiyati זה הידע של הנשמה, הידע של הנצחי. Atma kiyati is the knowledge of the permanent. Okay, but when we mistaken between the shuchi, you know, also saucha, the pure and impure, the pleasure for pain, okay, pain for pleasure, then, okay, we are allowing the kleshas to show themselves in any state, any avasta. Okay, so באופן טבעי אנחנו טועים. I will translate. באופן טבעי אנחנו טועים. אבל כשטעות הופכת להיות הרגל או התניה, זה בגלל שאנחנו לא ערניים לטעות. אז כדי ליצור את הערנות הזאת כגישה, זאת אומרת שמחשבה ופעולה מלכתחילה יוכלו למנוע את הטעות, בשביל זה אנחנו מקיימים את הסדנה שלנו. הסדנה שלנו שומרת עלינו במצב של ערנות ובמצב של מניעה, והיא לא תאפשר לקלשות לעבר אותנו מנטלית. אז הסדנה בונה את האטמה קייתי. So in English, mistaking the transient for the permanent, the impure for pure, pain for pleasure, and that which is not the self for the self, all this is called lack of spiritual knowledge. Okay, by the sadhana, we can prevent. By the sadhana, we keep ourselves in an awakened state, so we can sometimes, some mistakes, okay, we should do, we are human beings, but we should not justify the mistake and make them a habit. So sadhana is for building the Atma Khyati. Okay? Adho Mukha Svanasana. So let's start. Adho Mukha Svanasana and support the head. You can take blocks, you can take the blanket, but support the head. So when you support, the eyes would be able not to fall forward because it's kind of almost a inverted pose, Adho Mukha Svanasana. It's a downward. Okay, when we do Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward, we'll build the Eranut. We build the awakeness, or drichut, alertness. Okay, nobody can think in his brain when he's doing Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, but in Adho Mukha Svanasana, we should keep that alertness while we can relax the brain. So eyes should move toward the sockets. Eyes should move inside toward the sockets, and the side of the eye should flow toward the heart. Put something soft. Even if you're using blocks, put another blanket so the block will not irritate. And the area between the eyebrows should be on the block. So it separates the eyes, not only the eyebrows, but the eyes as well should move toward the temples. העיניים עצמן צריכות לזוז לכיוון הרכות. The temples are kind of פתחים, doors, gates. Like the gates of a temple. So the temples should be open toward the inner body, toward the heart, toward the chest. So feel the energy flowing inside. It's easier when we are lying on the back. In Adho Mukha Svanasana, it's a challenge. But eyes should move away from the center toward the temples. Anatomically, the spine, the vertebrae should move towards the buttock, toward the anal mouth. Then the cord, the central nervous system, the spine cord is moving to the other side, toward the chest, toward the brain. אוריאן, את צריכה קצת יותר גובה, כי את שוקעת עם המותניים. You can take a rest if you need and do Uttanasana and then go back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. But you should stay there to observe for a while. So you can rest in Uttanasana. Louisa, take the heels down. You should press the heels down. For this observation, take the heels down. And then again, go for Adho Mukha Svanasana on your own rhythm, own time. קחי קודם את החלק התחתון של הירכיים אחורה, ורק אחר כך את החלק העליון. את לוקחת יפה את החלק העליון, החלק התחתון בא קדימה, ואז המשקל לא בא אל הרגליים. אז לפני העליון, התחתון. ואז העליון ידע איך להתמקם. So we have the memory of the body, the memory of the mind, and the memory of the brain. And body is fast to get the memory, more than the mind. The mind take the emotional memories. So sometimes it can be confusing. Remember only from the mind. Try to imprint your body. Remember from your body. Then inhale and come up. And do Prasarita Padottanasana. Head down, spread. And hold the ankles and widen the collarbones to the sides, and so the diaphragm. תחזיקו את העקבים והקרסוליים כדי להרחיב את עצמות הבריח לצדדים ולהרחיב את השרעפת לצדדים. Stretch the toes forward. And be on the back of the crown, not on the floor. Okay, inhale and for a second come up. Okay, this is the crown of the head, a circle, the crown of the head. We should be at the back of the crown. So actually the spine will be convex, not concave, but convex. Okay, try to do. The movement of the organs, inner organs, is toward the spine. So the crown, the back point, back zone of the crown of the head should be on the floor. בכלל תתפסי בחלק האחורי של כפות, עוד יותר. יש לך ידיים ארוכות? מסתבר? אוקיי, אז בדיוק, תחזיקי מאחור כדי להרחיב, לא להישען על הכתפיים. יופי. Widen, diaphragm to the sides. Make the diaphragm wide, soft and wide. So now you are kind of holding the spinal cord, holding in a maternal way. Okay, lift the head up, come up. Okay, when we hold the baby, this is the maternal way. We hold the baby, we make a nest for the baby to rest, isn't it? So here as well, when we do Prasarita Padottanasana, and there is a round shape of the spine, we hold the spinal cord, the central nervous system, in a maternal way. מבינים? כן, אנחנו יוצרים לעמוד השדרה מקום מעוגל, כמו קן, like a nest, like a nest. And you can feel, so in a way, we hold, even with the baby, we hold the baby, we don't give him space. Okay, we hold the baby. This is the way in a Prasarita Padottanasana that we hold the spine. So we feel calm. בואו תנסו, עוד פעם אחת. So it's again, The trunk is inverted, head down, blood circulation. Okay, blood circulation is moving to the brain, congesting the brain. Congesting the brain. But at the same time, you are kind of holding gently the spinal cord. So the brain is relaxed and the body remembers that avasta, that state of calmness. Another thing is that the temples are moving naturally toward the ears when you do that. And observe the breath, how the breath changes, how the breath becomes soft and quiet. אני את יכולה לכופף קצת את המרפקים לצדדים. או, יופי, בדיוק. מרפקים יכולים להיות כפופים, האורכים של הידיים שלנו הם שונים. יעל צריכה להיכנס עוד קצת פנימה עם הראש. Okay, slowly come up. So sometimes if we feel that we don't want to come out from the pose, it's a good sign. Okay, when the brain feels good, we don't want to come out from the pose. We want to stay and stay. We don't need to determine before how long time we want to stay in the pose. The pose is determining for us. Okay? Shirshasana. Shirshasana. Upavishta Konasana. Okay, ladies in period, Upavishta Konasana. So, ladies in period, okay, take a chair. Take a chair. You can take some hyatt, even a bolster. Okay, and you do Upavishta Konasana with the palms on the chair. So I'm starting from the chair. Maybe you can all try. Okay, I'll before Shirshasana. הבנות במחזור בטח מתרכזות. Okay, you all try. Take a chair. And put the palms so the tip of the fingers will point forward. And when you come down, you have to rub the chair. Rub the chair. So it's more the back thighs which are pressing the bolster. And the palms are in Purvuttanasana action. It's Purvuttanasana action. So you are pushing the back. Sometimes, or usually, we roll the shoulders back, but then when we roll the shoulders back, we push the chest forward, not from the back. In Purvuttanasana, we learn how to push the chest forward from the back. The chazet even come forward with the shoulders. With the shoulders, come forward. Then you will learn how to press from the shoulders. Okay, אצבעות פתוחות, נטלי. האצבעות של הידיים צריכות להיות פתוחות. העניין הוא הידיים. כן. Again, try again. Okay. Do Purvuttanasana on the chair. Palms facing forward, even ladies in period. Do Purvuttanasana. and press the shoulders down. Lift from the back of the chest up. It's not the front, it's the back of the chest. This is why this is the most safe back bend for the lumbar. Everybody can do, because you cannot push. When you think about lifting the front, okay, naturally you push from the lumbar. But here, you cannot push from the lumbar. You have to push from the back to the front. So the back is kind of platform for the front. Toes down. And then sit. So you get the sensation, as I told you, the memory of the body is the strongest. So now you can feel as if somebody hit your back because you coughed. Okay, when we are coughing, our friends, mother, relative, they push or they hit the back, right? They hit the back when we cough. Or when your child is coughing, you help him by hitting. Physiotherapy for breathing is from the back. Okay? So we have to keep that memory of the back for the respiratory system. Okay? בואו נעשה עכשיו את Upavishta Konasana. Now same like Upavishta Konasana. Come down, so don't hold with your fingers. Keep that fingers stretched, back forward, and slowly slide down. Rub the chair. Don't take the pelvis forward. Pelvis should be just under the chair. Under the chair. Thumbs in. And lift the armpits. So it doesn't matter. If the shoulders are poking forward, fine. First, work from the back. Back forward. Not ribs, not shoulders. Just from the back to the front. Back to the front. Then feel how you are breathing to the lungs. How much you are lifting the lungs. Not pushing, lifting. Okay, then if you become tired at the hands, you can take the hands on the legs of the chair. On the legs of the chair. But keep that action of Purvuttanasana. Chest forward. Not sternum forward. Chest forward. Top chest forward. Good. Okay, now Shirshasana. And menstruating ladies, you can do again תשתמשי בלי מזרון מיכל, בלי מזרון, שהרגליים תוכלנה להחליק לצדדים. And you can switch to Baddha Konasana. Okay, menstruating ladies, you can switch to Baddha Konasana. You don't have to stay along. In Baddha Konasana, lift the organs up. Baddha Konasana is a good way to learn how to lift the organic body. In Upavishta Konasana, it is less. So all of you in Shirshasana, spread your legs. Again, be on the back of the crown. Be on the back of the crown. Spread your legs. Lift the inner ankles to the inner heels. Pull the back thigh, buttock bones. The junction between the thigh and the buttocks up, up as much as you can. So you have to feel the junction between the thigh and the buttock and lift that part up more and more. Heels up. Don't drop the heels. lift the heels, to lift the junction up. That way, you stretch the spine, the back of the spine, the anatomical spine, exactly as you did in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Up. You can't work directly on the spinal cord, but you can work anatomically around on the area. And then bring the legs together. Make this empty space between the shoulders and the floor, shoulders and the ears, as vast as possible. מיכל, העקבים למעלה. העקבים למעלה. את לא צריכה לשמור מתח באצבעות. תרימי קודם כל את העקבים, כאילו את מחזיקה מיכל במשקל שלך על העקבים, ואז גב כף הרגל, המטטרסלים, צריכים להיות ארוכים, לא מקובצים, לא לקצר את החלק הקדמי, וגם לא לאבד את הפעולה של העקבים. Inner heels should be active. Inner ankles should be active. Do not lose that action of the inner heels, but at the same time, don't hold the toes. Then concentrate on the empty area between the forearms and the shoulders, between the ears and the shoulders. And see that you are not collapsing there. תתרכזו באזור הריק, באוויר, בין האמות לבין הכתפיים, בין האוזניים לבין הכתפיים, and lift. תרימו. שהחלק הריק, that empty space, צריך להיות רחב. It should be vast. Respect the empty space. It's not a space to collapse inside, but it's a space to make bigger and bigger. Michal גם Baddha Konasana. So many ladies, move to Baddha Konasana. עידו, אולי דווקא תעשה שיר שעשנה תלוי. הבנתי. מה? כן, מהחיסון. אתה יכול לעשות גם פורבוטה נעשנה מהבמה. עם כפות רגליים למטה. Spinal cords in line with the center of the brain. So the anatomical spine should support, but also sometimes adjust. For example, if you are sinking with the dorsal spine, where the snapper, the pre-evolution snapper was there, then you have to correct. You have to push from the dorsal spine, the spinal cord, to be in line with the brain. Then lift the shoulders up. Exhale and come down. Yoga Mudra. Buttocks should touch the heels. Press the buttocks down to touch the heel. And do not dive with the head down. First, see that the dorsal spine is in, the vertebra between the shoulders is in. You can spread the arms to the sides. Move the shoulders away from the ears and then take the forehead down and breathe to your back. That's the best way for a back breathing, back breath or back breathing. Okay, so actually it's interesting to use a cycle after Yoga Mudra or Adho Mukha Virasana. When you have breathing to the back, then again do Adho Mukha Svanasana. So now if you are breathing to the back, the ears will stay in line with the arms. You will not drop the head. Because the main thing, the thought of the asana is about the back breath. So just stay there and breathe to your back. Breathe to your back. All the back. All the back. From the lumbar to the waistline, from the back of the, בנות במחזור יכולות לעשות את זה. From the back ribs. From the bottom shoulders, top shoulders, everything. The spotlight should be on the back and back breath. And see what is going on. How the pose is now contributed to the breath, to the idea that you are in a back breathing process. The front of the body does not exist now, just the back of the body. Now again, Shirshasana. So you can do a few cycles of those. We will do only 2 cycles. Shirshasana, Yoga Mudra, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Shirshasana. But again, be at the back. Breathe to the back. It's not a normal cycles of breath. Naturally, you breathe different. So spread the legs first and make the back vast. Open the back for the breath to come. Welcome the breath from your back. And then bring the legs together without disturbing the kshetra, the field of the back. So you are cultivating your back by the breath. You are cultivating the breath by the back. Tailbone to the pubic bone. Come slowly down. Again, Yoga Mudra. Breathe to your back. So if you are breathing to the back, you can't drop your head immediately. You have to stay. You might feel that you need some lift for the head. Folded blanket, block. So you get for yourself the best conditions for a back breath. Breathe to your back. Okay, Michal, to see Yoga Mudra. So menstrual ladies, you can do Yoga Mudra now. Breathe to your back. Take something for the head. So you prepare yourself in Adho Mukha Virasana, back breath, for Adho Mukha Svanasana, back breath. But open, like a carpet, which was rolled and you are spreading, you are opening. With the breath, open the back. It's not the first cycle. You can work deeper. You can penetrate more. Each asana is an exploration. We explore. We don't do the asana. We explore the asana. We explore by the asana. We explore ourselves by the asana. This is the journey to learn how to discriminate, how to get that Atma Kyati. So even if we mistake, we would be able to correct ourselves fast and not fall into that trump. Okay, that mistakes become a habit. Now Adho Mukha Svanasana, with the same idea. You are breathing to your back. So if the head is dropping down inside, you are pulling the back. And you will be able to feel only the upper back, the shoulder blades area. No, the back is much more than the shoulder blades. You have to feel your back until the buttocks, the pelvic area. Even the pelvic area belongs to the back. Sacrum belongs to the back. So you now juxtaposing body memory, body experience with your breath. Okay, slowly walk forward, lift the head up. Okay, the idea of the true knowledge or holistic knowledge is not that there is one truth, but the truth has to be holistic. So it's like buying a box of puzzles, you know, puzzle pictures. Okay, you have plenty of little pieces to assemble, to put together, to integrate to one picture. But you have few. Sometimes you have 3 pictures, you have 4 pictures, and all of them you have to build up, you have to assemble to make the whole picture. So when we are trained, we know there is not one truth. It doesn't mean that that one is a true and the other is a false. No, but when you are looking at the truth, it should be holistic. You have to see the whole picture. And then you feel subjectively, not objectively, that, okay, you got a true knowledge. This is the truth. This is Satya. Okay? Shaucha bring us to Satya. Satya bring us to Shaucha. Shaucha זה ניקיון, טוהר. Okay? טוהר. Okay, now we're going to use that blocks. So one block should be one block should be okay, flat, and the other should be standing but lengthwise, and lie down on the block. גם בנות במחזור. Now that block is flat because it should reach also the inner line of the shoulder blades. They should not bulge. Inner lines of the shoulder blades should move into the body. So if it's not comfortable, maybe it's because the inner line of the shoulder blades are bulging. No, they should move in and then rest. So the lift of the chest includes the inner line of the shoulder blades. And you can feel now the skin on the sternum spread out. The skin of the sternum should feel that it is spreading out. Shoulders down. The block between the shoulder blades. But if you feel kind of pitching, lift slightly your chest, bend the elbows, and absorb the inner lines of the shoulder blades inside. They should be on the block, on the edges of the block. So the block is pushing the inner lines of the shoulder blades towards the sides of the sternum. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms, relax the abdomen. Now you have to exhale softly to create or to discover, to explore that softness inside you. Okay, הבלוק צריך להיות פה בין השכמות. בסדר? אז הפינות של השכמות הן לפעמים דוקרות אחורה. צריך להרים קצת את החזה, להכניס אותם פנימה ואז להניח. ואז האור של עצם החזה מתרחב לצדדים. So you are not pushing anywhere. Just relax yourself. The moment we lift the chest, we also make the spinal cord long toward the chest. The brain absolutely passive. המוח לגמרי פסיבי. תראו איך רק הרמה של החזה מושכת את חוט השדרה, את מרכז מערכת העצבים, ויוצרת בו אורך. The spinal cord should get the imprints of the breath. When we want to draw, to paint, we take a canvas or we take a paper and we write on. Our paper is the spinal cord, the imprints, the samskaras. Okay, should affect the spinal cord. So when you inhale and exhale, feel that you gently, not too strong, but you gently imprint the spinal cord. And the spinal cord, like the paper, like the canvas, should be well stretched, spreaded, open, not to move, but to get the imprints of the breath. The only movement is the movement of the breath. Now soften the inner body. Release the temples down to the floor. And once the temples are soft, the energy can move. That energy of the temples should flow toward the inner ears, and from the inner ears to the heart. Release the physical eyes into the sockets, while the sight of the eyes towards the heart. את העיניים הפיזיות, את גלגלי העיניים, שחררו אחורה אל תוך ארובות העיניים, אבל את המבט שחררו לכיוון החזה. Sight should not move into the brain. Only the physical eyes should move back, sink back toward the brain, but the pupils of the eyes, the sight, the potential of the sight, toward the chest. As you are exhaling, soften the abdominal organs. So those organs are moving back towards the hole, the space, the cave. No projecting. Diaphragm itself should move back. Rest the eyelids on the eyes. First, you have to exhale the excess from your body. The tension, the holding. This is shaucha, purify by cleaning yourself. So exhalation, softness is the tools for shaucha, for cleaning. When we practice the regular asanas, we increase the heat. So by tapas, by heating ourselves, we create that Chow-Cha process. But here in pranayama and also restorative posture, we have to cool ourselves. So Chow-Cha is different. It's by exhaling, softening, penetrating. Get rid of the excess material, chemicals, mental, tension, anxiety, anxiety. Now slowly put the palms on the abdomen, bend your legs, turn to the right side. So now after taking the excess materials, the excess stress, the excess דריכות, alertness, the excess alertness, תודה. זה נהיה יותר ויותר קשה לדבר באנגלית. Okay, you are going to do it. So look, I'll do it from the side. It is very similar to Purvuttanasana, but you are doing the same action, okay, with the block, but the thing is that it's strong when we hang the head back. So if it's too strong for you, take another chair to support the head. But if you can, so use that block under the sticky mat, like we did, and head back. And then stretch the legs. Okay, you can, better to do with the feet against the wall. So the wall is holding the leg, and this is the direction. If it's too much, taking the head back, take another chair or stool with bolster and support the head. So it will be more like Purvuttanasana. But for both, look, now there is an organic lift. Can you see? So before the organic lift, we have to create an organic softness. Okay, we can't go immediately to the lift if we have tension in the body. If we want the whole process, first we have to soften. So no organic lift at the beginning. And then we can go to an organic lift. Okay, can you do? So try first. If you feel that it's too much for you, you can also put the block flat. Okay, this is strong. We are not at the same capacity. We have to work according to our own capacity. This is also discrimination. Also Atma Kyati. So if you need something for the head, take something for the head. So organic lift is great, but if the cause is brain stress, no. יפה, דור. If you are tired or you have headache, definitely you need to support the head. To memorize that softness. Okay, תרים את קצת, אני אשים לך קופסה. That softness of the inner body בסדר? So you can't purify yourself if you are hard. You need to wash, you need to soften first. You need to moisture. Okay, לחות מרככת. את החלק האחורי של הראש. פה, את החלק של האוזניים. פה, יופי. לא, אל תבואי עם המצח. כן, זה בסדר? הידיים מחזיקות. Do not hang with the arms. Hold with the arms. Don't hang. Hold. Or even interlock the fingers on your abdomen. But now don't put any stress on your ligaments of the arms, the shoulders. Hold. You can even hold down the legs of the chair from the out. Don't take the arms inside. It's not chair viparita karani. It is more purvuttanasana. Usually in purvuttanasana we use the arms. Now we don't use the arm. We misuse the arms. So either hold or interlock the finger or hold the legs of the chair, but not from inside. And stay, observe, get the imprints on the spine with organic lift now. You are separating the lungs and stretch the bronchioles. We have 12 bronchioles to each lung, 24 altogether. So you are stretching now. 24 bronchioles. Now to come down, take the buttocks over, slide over, הישבנים מחוץ לכיסא, toward your legs, leg side. So almost come down. And then bend the elbows, lift the head, and sit on the chair. So this is stronger than lying down on your back, but it has also organic lift, which is very healthy. So as you feel, we are stretching to all direction our inner tissues. The tissues of the body remain healthy because of that stretch. When we stretch, liquids, moisture, the lymphatic flow, the immune system, the blood circulation, they move better and they rejuvenate the tissues. הבנתם? במתיחה, ואתם יודעים את זה, אבל עכשיו אולי אתם מרגישים את זה היטב. Okay? במתיחה אנחנו מחזירים את החיוניות לרקמות, ובכך אנחנו שומרים באמצעות לחות על הבריאות שלהם. סביבת התת היא סביבה לחה, נכון? The cells need water, they need moisture. Cells need that wetness. So we bring that wetness inside. The more we are aging, the more we become dry. Okay? So now we are going to do Viparita Karani Shirshasana. Viparita Karani Shirshasana. So fold, maybe, okay. Fold 3 blankets at least. Heavy people need maybe some more. 3 blankets, and 1 more blanket will be for the head. Viparita Karani Shirshasana. Another pose that came from our beloved Guruji. It's like a medicine. So usually for patients in yoga therapy, we use support. Okay, we give them support. They can do it on the bench, on the Viparita Dandasana bench, legs on the Tressler, holding. We tie them from all over. But since we are healthy, at least we think we are healthy, okay, we can do it like this. So watch, okay, watch. You should sit, hold the chair with your legs. Your legs will be bent on the wall, and then you are coming down, arms to the side, and again, the crown of the head should move down. תפתחו, בבקשה, תרגישו חופשי, אתם לא צריכים לשאול את אמא. אמא מרשה. אני מדברת, אז חם לי. Okay? So, and then you can lift the feet. You see? You can lift the feet on the wall. So the legs are bent 90 degrees. So from time to time, you can stretch the legs up. It is a rejuvenating pose. In Pune, sometimes we just lie back from the platform, head down, and stretch the legs up. You know, I remember once that Christian Pisano was exhausted. Then after that, I know that he's sick. Okay, and Guruji helped him, and he gave him that pose without any support, just the platform for the back and the head down. He really made him to open his chest. So the chest is like a waterfall. And he said so. He said the chest should be like a waterfall. Viparita Dandasana. Okay, ladies in period, sorry for you. Viparita Dandasana. Oh, Michal, you can do this in Baddha Konasana. Okay? You can do Viparita Karani Shirshasana in Baddha Konasana. Lift the shoulder.
בגלל שהאגן מספיק?
כן, הרגליים לא מורמות. זה כמו ויפריטה דנדסנה חזק. למה זה בעיה? כן. So the shoulders, you have to lift them up. Okay, when we work with the patient, we put blocks under the shoulders so they will not collapse. Remember when you did Shirshasana, I asked you to concentrate on the empty space, lifting the shoulders away from the forearm. Here as well, you can take the arms to the sides, widen the shoulders, spread the shoulders, but respect the space between the shoulders and the ears. Lift the shoulders up. So anytime, if you need, מיכל, רגליים כפופות, על הקיר, כפות רגליים, מיכל עובד, okay? Then the chest should fall, like a waterfall, fall down to the shoulders. So how much you are stretching your thymus gland. אומרים thymus או thymus? Thymus gland. Thymus gland is the starter of the immune system. נמצאת בין הגרון לעצם החזה. And then stretch the legs up for a while, 90 degrees. beware, תרחיקו מהקיר. Okay? תרחיקו את הרגליים מהקיר. Maybe one by one, the legs. Stretch the heels up, the calf muscles up. מיכל עוד את השוקיים, תמתחי לעקבים. כן, רגליים ביחד. גם וגם, הם יכולים להיות ישירים, יכולים להיות כפופים, ובלבד שהכתפיים לא יצנחו אל האוזניים. If you need blocks, you can ask me. I'll bring you blocks. You can also lift the hands on the blocks. So naturally, the shoulders will move up. Okay, if you need a rest, you can interlock the fingers on the abdomen or put the palms on the abdomen. But shoulders. Don't forget the shoulders. Lift, spread, and lift again. So anytime, bend, use the wall for your feet, 90 degrees lift from the shin, the back of the knees, and then stretch the legs up, and then again, see how the spine is in the body. Definitely, the spine is moving from the back to the front. It's a one direction. And menstruating ladies, Baddha Konasana. Keep the feet together. You can all try Baddha Konasana from time to time. Feet together, Baddha Konasana. Now, to come down, first put the back of the skull to the floor so you get kind of relief for the upper neck. And then hold and cautiously, gently slide back. Use the palms under the shoulders. Put the palms under the shoulders when you are sliding. Then hold the legs of the chair and come down. Stay with the feet on the chair, arms down, relax. Turn to the right side and sit up and prepare for Ardha Salamba Ardha Halasana. Salamba Ardha Halasana. So yesterday, I listened and watched webinar meeting with Lois Steinberg, and it was about the respiratory system. You can, I think it will be in Yoga Alliance. There is a site, there is a association that in America, which called Yoga Alliance. It's not only for Iyengar yoga, but the president is an Iyengar yoga teacher. So she brings Lois to give lectures, and they have very, very good stuff. You can find there a video recording of a webinar meeting about breast cancer. So I guess they will also soon put that, it's free for everybody. So Lois, מה זה? She showed it's a presentation. So she's showing postures. You can do with the postures. So what she said yesterday is when there is a respiratory difficulties because of asthma, because of emphysema, בכלל מה היה השם של המחלה שאמרת לי? איך? Sarcoidosis, or even for COVID survivors, we have to do first salam ba'arda halasana. Okay, so we have to change the cycle, not Sarvangasana first and then Halasana, but first Halasana and then Setubandha Sarvangasana and then Halasana. Okay? So we change. כן, כדי לתת לעיניים לשקוע אחורה. Okay, so you start with Salam Ba'arda Halasana. מפה תעשי. Okay. So rest. הספיק לך או שאת צריכה את הגבוה? אוקיי. אני יכולה להגביה לך אותו עם בלס. כן?
במחזור?
במחזור, סליחה, תודה. לא, אל תעשו את סטובנדה, תעשו אחר כך איתנו סטובנדה. ג'אנו שירשאסנה and Paschimottanasana. We support for the head. Okay, Jano, but don't go all the way down. So support should be, still the eyes should move back. אז התמיכה צריכה להיות כיסא. גבוה יותר. לא, okay, so support, if you are in your menstruation, support, okay, צריכה לבוא יותר. The head. On a stool or chair, and make sure that the dorsal spine is in. So the eyes will move back. You see, if the dorsal spine is coming toward the back, if it's in a convex position, the eyes are moving forward. Bloating. But if the dorsal spine is in, the eyes will move back to the sockets. So for now, it's not an intense Janu Shirshasana. You have to experience that movement of the eye. מעולה? So here, like in Prasarita Padottanasana at the beginning of the class, you see that the spine is kind of holding a maternal holding of a baby. It's holding the spinal cord, and there is kind of softness. Even the inner organs are moving toward the back. האיברים הפנימיים באים לכיוון הגב. So you start with that softness, not with the lift. רגע, תתמכי רגע בגב, אני רוצה לקפל לך את השמיכות עוד קיפול, כי זה נמוך מדי. ואת צריכה לבוא עם הירכיים יותר לכיסא. הכיסא עצמו צריך לבוא אלייך. רגע, שנייה. תרימי שוב את הרגליים, אני אקרב את הכיסא, תתמכי בגב. הופ. עכשיו בואי תיזהרי על הראש. אוקיי, בואי עוד אחורה. הראש על הרצפה, הראש לא על הבולסטר, הראש צריך לרדת לרצפה, ורק הצוואר על הבולסטר. זה הגב מעוגל, כמו בפרסריטה פדוטנסנה, אל תנסו לחדד אותו. Don't try to sharpen your spine. It should be in a round shape. Soft exhalation, flat inhalation. So now you can feel the eyes moving toward the sockets, inside the sockets. And the corners of the eye, the outer corners of the eyes should open toward the temples. Okay, menstruating ladies, you can finish the cycle of Janushirshasana and then Paschimottanasana, and then go for Setubandha Sarvangasana. Observe how naturally you are breathing to the back of the lungs, to the back of your body. Now slowly come down, slowly support the buttocks, support by the floor. So when you are coming down, the spinal cord will not be shocked. This is why you need to keep something for the sacrum, not only for your shoulders, because when you come down, you need to support so the spinal cord will not be shocked. Then turn on the right side. We will not do the whole cycle now. I just wanted to inform you the change of the cycle in case of breath problems. But we will do now Supta Virasana. If you can take another rolled sticky mat, or if you have a slanting plank. Slanting plank, you will put it high. Okay, יש שם מספיק slanting, אני חושבת. If not a slant, you can use a rolled sticky mat or a rolled blanket. Take a belt for your thighs. Put a blanket to soften under the legs. Sticky mat is not enough. There is a pressure on the shin, ankles. And even if you can do flat on the floor, use head. תעשי קודם סיטובנדה. Okay, menstrual ladies, start with situbanda for a while. At the beginning, I thought we will all do situbanda, so I'm sorry. But better for you to do situbanda, Sarvangasana, and then you will join us. Okay, so I'm making stairs. You see, I'm making stairs from the blankets, 2 blankets at least, and on top, the bolster. Again, another stair. So you're kind of taking a good height. תשימי לך את השמיכה לרגליים, הרבה שמיכה לרגליים, תשלפי אותה. לא נורא אם תישאר עוד שמיכה לרגליים. So you use the slanting plank for the armpits. If you don't have slanting, you can use a rolled sticky mat, something for your head. So if you have a sticky mat, the thicker side should be to the shoulder blade, to the armpits, and the slanting part should be for the lower shoulder blade. And take enough height for your head, whatever you need. So actually, okay, pranayama is the using of the respiratory vibration to calm our nervous system. But for example, if you take a teenager, even if he will be enthusiastic for practice, asana practice, the moment you put him or her into a pranayama position, they will fall asleep. Again, lots of beginners are like that as well, because they associate the softness of the breath, that soft vibration, with the sleepy state. מיכל, תדרגי לך. את רואה, אני דירקתי את השמיכות. We must know, we as ripe or experienced practitioners, we must know, ואז את המולסדו, that something should stay awake inside us. If we are too tired, if we are sick, pranayama is not for us. We need a rest, we need restorative postures, which you've noticed that already includes pranayamic breath. We saw the moment we could breathe a back breath, it started as pranayamic process. So restorative are much better. כואבת לך הברכיים? כן, אבל את יושבת, יש לך שם את ההגבהה. יש לך את ההגבהה, אם את צריכה, קודם תקשרי את הרגליים, וכשאת שוכבת תמיד תתמכי עם הידיים, כי רק ככה, אם את סוגרת לכיוון הזה. סוגרים לכיוון הזה, אחרת האבזם לא מתפקד. אוקיי, לא, אל תשכבי ככה, שימי את הידיים, תתרוממי, קחי את הזנב קדימה, ואז תשכבי. כששוכבים אחורה צריך לתמוך עם הידיים, בידיים לצדדים. So now the thick part of the slanting plank is helping us to open, to widen the top chest for the breath. So if it's not sticky mat, if it's not a slanting plank, sticky mat is fine. But lift, get a lift at the top chest, the top scapulas, and release. Don't tuck the chin, release the chin, head back. גיא, תשחרר, בדיוק, תשחרר את הסנטר. אם אתה צריך עוד גובה, אני אשים לך עוד גובה. אתה רוצה עוד גובה לראש? לא, אבל אז אסור לא תעשה את זה מהסנטר. Okay, you must forget about your chin. Try to get rid of the chin sensation. The sensation should be until the upper jaw. Upper jaw, not the chin. כי התחושה שלכם צריכה להיות רק עד הלסת העליונה. So don't lock. It's not a chin lock. Even a chin lock is not by the chin. It should be from the back of the neck, the back of the skull, not from the chin. So just open the upper chest and welcome the breath at the upper chest. As if the rest of the body is in a shade. Okay, it's like photos or pictures that only the head, face, and the top chest are being in the frame. The rest is not in the frame. So now when you inhale mainly to the bronchiolic, to the top chest, hold for a second, and then slowly from that part, exhale like a waterfall. Let the air fall down, flow toward your thighs. And then just breathe in and out. And then repeat. Inhale to the slanting plank area, spread out. Hold for a second, see the peak, the apex, and from there, exhale. Let the air wash, flow toward the top thighs. Then normal breath. Then once more, exhale completely, נשפו, שאפו לחלק העליון, לאזור הסלנט. Inhale to the slanting plank zone, and from there, exhale, wash completely, like water rushing in a waterfall down to the thighs. At each cycle, feel that you can penetrate deeper. You can wash the tissues deeper and deeper inside you. It's shaucha process. It's a shauchi exploration. So penetrate deeper. Now slowly, first take the arms, palms on the abdomen. So you decrease the stretch at your shoulders, ligaments. Then sit up. Don't do yoga mudra yet, but move to Supta Baddha Konasana. Change the bolster to a widthwise. So now you are opening, keep the stairs of the blankets for the tailbone and lumbar, and just support widthwise with the bolster. Tie your legs only with one belt. So menstruating ladies, join us. You could join us also in Supta Virasana, but it's okay to join us now. The tailbone on the lower blanket, but let the blanket hold the tailbone toward the feet. The tailbone should not slide toward the lumbar area. Tailbone should be like an anchor. הזנב צריך להיות כמו עוגן. כמו שאנחנו קושרים את הקרסוליים, אנחנו צריכים לקשור את הזנב לקרסוליים. So there is a virtual belt that holds the tailbone to the ankles. The real belt is holding the ankle to the tailbone, but the virtual belt is holding the tailbone to the ankles. So tailbone should not slide toward the lumbar, away from the lumbar. Lumbar needs space. Head back. You can take a rolled blanket, head back. So the throat area will be ventilated. אזור הגרון צריך להיות חופשי, מאוברר. Feel the sides of the trunk, side ribs. Now exhale completely and interrupt the inhalation in Viloma. Inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, hold for a second, and then slowly exhale. Normal breath, inhale and exhale. And then a second attempt. Exhale completely, and then inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause. You can continue, and then slowly exhale. Now you understand the technique, so you can continue by your own. And now be sensitive to your own needs. Less or more interrupted breathing. You can do 2, you can do 5, you can do 6. Inhalations. You can stay more. It doesn't have to be even. If you feel like staying in one of the stations, stay. So now you are on your own, interrupting the inhalation, understanding your needs. When you finish, slowly exhale. It might be that the body will feel restless. The body will ask you to finish the pose, but just calm your body. You have to stay to explore. Stay still. The unrestful mind is manipulating the body. But after a while, when the body is not listen to the vyutana chitta, the scattered mind, it gives up. And then you can explore, observe deeper inside. What's going on inside? Then finally, release the legs. Straighten the legs slowly. Bend your legs, turn on the right side, and sit up. We'll sit on a hayat, cross your legs, or in a Padmasana, or Vajrasana, any good sitting pose. So you can use the blanket to support the shin and to relax the thighs, but we can also use the blanket to arrest, to hold the point where the shins are crossed, to bring them to us. Okay. Take another blanket, forgot something. Roll a blanket, or take a bandage, and you are going to put that blanket behind the tailbone. I'll show you, okay? Not a thick blanket. So it should be a thin blanket. They are different. And you make a tail for the tailbone and sit on top. So there is kind of lift for the tailbone and anal mouth that you can maintain. Can you see? Okay. So it should be at the middle, the center, the middle. And from the other side, arrest the shin. So find out that the buttock bones are moving away from that blanket. It is good to separate. And the other blanket is just holding, arresting the shin. Okay, like this. We're going to do a anuloma. So fold the middle fingers and create from the little finger, pinky finger, and the second finger and the thumb, kind of like a plier to hold the nose where the bone ends and the septum, the cartilage starts. See that you can move. This is the cartilage. The part that you can move is the cartilage. The part you cannot move is the bone. So just in between them, hold. What you are going to do is, while you are exhaling, you partially close that part. Partially close that part, okay? And the exhalation, we talked about the loma, the hair. There are hairs in our nose as well. So when you exhale, you are moving from the mucosa, the הרירית של האף, המוקוסה of the nose, where the root of the hair is, to the end of the hair. So slightly lift the mucosa, lift the root of the hair with the fingers. It's a very delicate, very gentle movement up. You take the skin slightly up and then exhale. So it's opposite the direction. The direction is this, but you are lifting slightly up. Okay? So only exhalation. Only exhalation. You finish to exhale, put the palm down, keep the pranayama mudra in your finger, inhale, finish the inhalation, fingers on the nose, slightly lift and exhale. Again, finish, put the palm down, inhale, etc. Okay? So head down, Jalandhara Bandha is needed before you take the fingers on the nose. You have to neutralize the brain. So you are not pulling the brain when you inhale. Finish the inhalation. Fingers to the nose, slightly lift, and start the exhalation. So you narrowing, you partially open the nose, exhale. Once you finish the exhalation, rest the palm, still keep the pranayama mudra, and inhale. Slowly inhale. When the chest is full, bring the fingers to the nose and slowly exhale. Empty. In a slow, soft process. Don't sit on that rolled blanket. Move the tailbone away from the rolled blanket and continue. Now move the breath between the two poles. Full yourself, full the vessel, fill the vessel until it is full. Observe that fullness and then empty. Fully empty. But the vessel itself, the chest, the kumbha, should remain the same. You're just fully filling and empty. Finish the last cycle, Steingel and Harabanda. Few more cycles, in and out breath. Just observe the Ujjayi pranayama, not interrupted, without the use of the fingers, just Ujjayi, long, soft. Inhalation, long, soft exhalation, with a good support of the spine. Observe the imprints on the spinal cord, on the central nervous system. Then slowly, with the inhalation, lift the neck and the head. Sit straight, eyes down, ears down, passive tongue, passive throat. Now slowly open your eyes and lie down flat on your back to Shavasana. You don't need nothing under your head or your chest. You can put the bolster and the blankets on your thighs. Keep the eyes in a restful position. Don't look here and there. In Shavasana, allow the net of the nervous system to spread, to open on your sticky mat. Allow the energy to flow through the wires of the nervous net. Now the brain, the mind, and the body are together. They merge together in the heart. The heart, the spiritual heart, is the seat of the soul, the Atma. So you have the ability to experience your soul to translate the objective knowledge to a subjective knowledge, something that you have filtered through your body, through your mind, through your brain, and all together merge to get to the heart, to the soul. הניסיון של הגוף, הניסיון המנטלי והמוח מתמזגים יחד אל תוך הלב, אל תוך המושב של הנשמה. זאת המשמעות של אטמה קייתי, הידע של האטמן. So no words to explain. It is an experience, a subjective experience. So slowly, slowly come back. When you feel the surface, bend your legs, turn on the right side. That's it for today. תודה לבנות בבית, חג שמח. Thank you, Luisa. Goodbye.
תודה רבה, נועה.
תודה רבה.